Memphis Mondays presented by Life Care. Life Care is employee-driven. Their passion is their people. Join their incredible team of EMTs and paramedics today. You can learn more at lifecareamb.com, an official partner of the Memphis Grizzlies and FedEx Forum. I am so psyched for this next guest. It was just over a week ago that we watched her hit three after three after three after three after three to help LSU take down Iowa in the women's national championship game. It is Jasmine Carson, national champion, Memphian. She joins the show now. Jasmine, what's up? Oh, good adjustment. She's a professional.
Can we get her unmuted?
I think she's unmuted.
Okay.
Okay, hey.
There it is.
Hey, what's up?
Nothing much.
All right. So, where are you this morning?
Oh, I'm in Dallas.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been in Dallas, talking to kids and visiting high schools. And I was at the Dallas Mavericks game. I met Kyrie, Luka. Can you see me in the camera?
We can't move a little bit. Yeah. Now we're upside down. Other way. This is how we do it. Yeah. Oh. There we go.
Right here.
There you are.
Yeah.
Perfection.
But yeah, I got to meet Kyrie, Luka, and a lot of more other.
All right, we're gonna see. Hey, Jacob, can we just take that? Oh, there you are. Okay, we're centered. We want to see your face. We got you. Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
We have you now. Jasmine, now it's really great to see you. I feel like we're on the right page now. But this last week has to have been absolutely wild for you. Like, what has been the craziest piece of it all since winning a national championship last weekend?
I would say the craziest piece, meeting Kyrie, Luka, Mark Cuban, Patrick Beverly. I got to meet DeMar DeRozan. Just celebrities reaching out to me in my DMs. Making a lot of appearances on shows, the news, and everywhere. So it's just been great, and I'm just grateful.
Okay, well, one, we have to get you to a Grizzlies game because the Mavs aren't in the playoffs and the Grizzlies are. So we'll get you back here in Memphis ASAP. But you brought up all of the celebs in your DMs, and that's like immediately where my brain went last week because in an instant, you became a household name. And my Twitter feed was just Jasmine Carson, Jasmine Carson, Jasmine Carson. And I was curious, was there one person who reached out where you just totally fangirled out?
I would say it was J.R. Smith. Samuel Jackson, he always tweets me out. WNBA players like Arike Agumawale, she DM'd me. Ty Young, she's a WNBA player. Rappers, Pac-Man Jones, he was a former NFL player. Just a lot of different celebrities. So, yeah.
You're famous, but like you said, Samuel L. Jackson has known about you and been a fan of yours for a long time. I remember back when you set the three-point record here in Memphis when you were playing for Whitehaven. It was crazy because Samuel L. Jackson tweeted about it, and me and my friends were like, "What's the connection there?" So I ask you now, what is the connection there?
Well, he's just a family friend. My granny knows him, so he always support me, and it's just great. He's just a great family friend. She met him a while back. I think when he visited Memphis, it was an event, and then ever since then they've been close friends. She's a vice president for MLGW, so she always just kept that connection.
I don't have a close family friend as cool as Samuel L. Jackson. Do you, CJ? Yeah, no.
No, there's no way. That's Samuel
There's
Bleeping Jackson.
no way.
Like, there's nobody as cool as him.
I was going to quote a specific movie, but I will
You
stop.
can't quote any Sam Jackson
quote
quotes
anything
on this show.
this morning show that children watch. But Jasmine, I'll ask you because it's a super exciting day for you, and I know that you declared for the WNBA draft, and it is draft night in the WNBA. What does your day look like? What are your plans going into the draft this evening?
Probably a little later. I'm gonna go by. I don't know what place it's called yet, but I'm gonna do like autograph signings and eat and hang out and stuff, and then I'll just watch the game. I mean, not the game, the draft later tonight. With family. and we'll see what happens. Whatever God has in store for me.
What do you want WNBA teams to know about you that you will bring to their teams if they are to select you here tonight?
Yeah, just a lights out shooter, scorer, a team player. Not only am I a great basketball player, I'm an even better person. So I'll be out in the community, difference, talking to younger kids. Yeah, just a hardworking kid. Well, not a kid, but a young woman. That just wants to be on a winning team and want to help win. So yeah, I'm a winner, national champ, a great shooter. Just needed the opportunity. So yeah.
Jasmine, it is the WNBA is the hardest professional sport over here to make it in, just because there are so few teams. So have you thought at all about, okay, if something happens and I don't get drafted, or I get drafted and then I end up getting cut, have you thought at all about potentially playing overseas, and where would you like to play over there if you could?
I thought about playing potentially overseas. The Euro League, they have great deals. Making 6 figures. Depending on who you are and stuff like that. So I think my value is really high overseas to make great money. Um, but if I decided I don't want to play overseas, I have a business mindset, entrepreneur mindset. I want to do real estate. I want to own businesses. I like modeling. My hair is a signature look. I can get NIL deals for hair care. I can be a content creator. I just have a lot of different mindsets other than just solely being a basketball player. I can be so much more, and not being one dimensional.
Yeah, I feel like obviously with the national championship game, it just helped skyrocket you ahead. I saw you tweet, like you saw the comments that you were called the Ice Spice of LSU. Your thoughts
Yeah.
officially on that comparison?
I like it.
Yeah.
I mean, I like Ice Spice. I was trying to tell her fans because they was, fans always go hard for people that they love. So I was trying to tell the fans, they're not saying we look alike. They're just saying our hair is similar. So I thought it was funny. Now everybody calls the LSU of Ice Spice, and I just think it's very marketable. So I just got to use it in my advantage. Yeah.
We can also call you Memphis Ice Spice. I will say, nothing made it more clear of how excited Memphians get to root for someone from Memphis than
Yeah.
your performance in that national championship game and all the conversation going forward, because this entire city is suddenly #1 Jasmine Carson fan club, and you would think that people have been riding with you for years based on the response, which is awesome to see. How important was your Memphis upbringing in creating the player who you are and how you perform out there on the court?
Yeah, I mean, just being through adversity. I went to Central at one point in time, then I went to Whitehaven, and then I ended up moving to Atlanta and graduating in from McEachern. So I think growing up in Memphis, it instilled hard work. You know, when things not going your way, still find a way to persevere through them. I just think Memphis was a big part of who I am today. And, a lot of people, yeah, I grew up around a lot of people, and they always say, I was humble. I always believed in God. I always had, the right kind of mindset on my shoulders. So, yeah, Memphis is a big part of the reason why I am Jasmine Carson. So, yeah, and I can't wait to come back to Memphis. I think I come back Friday, depending on how things go tonight. Um, and I'll be at the Grizzlies game. I think it's the Grizzlies game Sunday.
Yes.
Or, yeah, Sunday. So that's what I'm planning on doing.
Jasmine, where did you hoop at? Because you didn't get this good at basketball just by one day waking up and realizing, oh, I'm really good at this. Where were some of the gyms and some of the outdoor courts where you play ball at in the city?
Let me see. I used to go to I was at, Scotty Mason, he has a gym. He used to be my trainer. Um, I used to train with Javante Holmes. I used to play on the Penny Hardaway's AAU team. He had a girls AAU team. So I used to always work out at his gym. I always used to work out at Central's gym, Whitehaven's gym, because I went to high school there. Yeah, so really Scotty Mason's gym, Javante Holmes, um, gym, and yeah, and Penny reached out as well. So yeah, I got Penny number. He texted me, said congrats. So yeah,
I love that. Scotty had like back to back with you, and he trained Liz Dixon too, who went on to play
yeah,
at Louisville.
yeah.
That was a good time. So when you come home to Memphis, because like you said, you're planning to come back to the city, and we have to see you at the Grizzlies game. But what is your first stop? Like, what is the number one place you have to go to when you return home?
My first stop would probably be a food place. It would probably be Ching's, just because just because I miss honey gold wings.
Yes.
I miss the honey. Nobody in the country has honey gold wings. Like Memphis has it. So
Jasmine, I moved here, and it
probably
changed
my
my
first
life.
stop. Yes. So make sure y'all tell Chings. Jasmine Carson. She put Chings on the map.
Is your picture
I was
on the
gonna
wall
say,
at Ching's?
is your
Is
picture
your picture
already
up
there?
yet?
It should be.
Huh?
Your picture should already be on the wall, but now it really has to be.
Yeah, maybe we can hook up a deal, or I can promote them. So, and then another fun fact that I have for y'all. So before the Sunday's game, I had 17K followers on Instagram, and
Okay.
now I have 102,000 followers on Instagram now.
Okay, what was
After
that?
one game.
What was that like for you? Because it can be so overwhelming. Did you just get like notification after notification after notification? Did you put your phone away? Did you follow it as it was growing? Like, how did that work for you?
So, after the game, our trainer had our phone where we could get them like as soon as we won. So as soon as I got my phone, I just saw notification after notification after notification, and I was just like, wow. So it was on like Twitter, TikTok, Instagram. It was just crazy, but I couldn't really focus on that because I was just so in the moment. We had just won the championship game, so I still haven't responded to like DMs and stuff, but I was getting messages, phone calls. It was just crazy. So yeah, I definitely appreciate all the love.
After the first 3 goals in, right, going back to
Yeah.
the national championship game, we like, okay, I'm feeling it tonight. It's gonna be a big night for me. Or it's second 3, third 3. When exactly? Which 3 was it? Where you're like, yo, heat check time. It's Jasmine's tournament now.
I would say the 3 where Kaylin Clark was guarding me in that left corner, and I kind of fumbled the ball, but then I'm a shooter. Even though I was in a slump, like I'm still a shooter. I fumbled the ball. I seen she was like a little far back, and I pulled it. I think that was my third 3, and then I was like, yeah, it's on now. It's on.
I think that's when everyone else collectively was like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh, this girl's gonna do it. This girl's gonna get Iowa to go down and get LSU a national championship. Obviously, a full team effort from you guys, but it was awesome to see. It immediately took me back to watching you in that Whitehaven gym all those years ago, and I was like, when you have a pure shooter, you've got a pure shooter, and that's always been you. So obviously that's what attracted Kim Mulkey in trying to get you for this season with LSU. I'm curious, what was her pitch to you? Like, here she is in year 2, she's back home in Louisiana, but how did she sell what you could be with LSU? Obviously the dream is always to win a national championship, but you never know till you're in that moment.
Honestly, Coach Monkey never has to sell herself. I mean, she's the Kim Monkey. She won national championships at Baylor. She's a Hall of Fame coach. She used to play basketball. So she really didn't even have to pitch anything to me. I grew up watching Baylor, and when I saw LSU playing the NCAA championship her first year at LSU, I was like, yeah, I want to play for Kim Monkey. Like, I used to look up to her when she was at Baylor, and that's what I set out to do. I spoke it into existence. I manifested. So when I got in the transfer portal, the first team that called me was LSU, the assistant coach. So she didn't have to pitch anything to me. I wanted to play for her right away. I think it was meant to be, and it all worked out in the end.
If you had to describe Kim Mulkey's fashion in one word, what would it be?
I would say iconic, because not every coach can pull off what she wears to games night that we're playing, and that it's a different style that she brings to women's basketball. So I would say it's iconic the way she dresses. Yeah.
And adventurous and bold, and she doesn't care what anyone has to say about anything ever. I'm curious for you. Obviously, the whole White House conversation was what it was, and you guys are going to go. But I have a specific question I want to ask you, because you shared photos on your social media page of a very young you with the Obamas. Can you tell the story of these photos? Look at you. Also, look how the smile of the president.
This is early in the Obama's tenure. Barack's hair isn't white.
He hasn't seen the world yet. Look at that. Look at the joy. He's like, I am meeting future national champion Jasmine Carson. Where were you? What was up with this?
Yeah, I was in Washington, D.C. for the National Democratic Convention with my granny, Gail Carson. So she invited me to come with her. And so, I couldn't turn it down. And it was great meeting the Obamas. I was excited. And so now when we go to the White House, I don't know when we're going yet, but we are going. I can do, now in a later picture. And I'll probably be the first athlete to have met Obama and a current president and be a national champion as well.
That's a pretty cool little extra note for you. Like, find me someone else who has childhood pictures of them with the Obamas and then is going to go to the White House.
3 pictures with the Obamas.
I know, that was a photo shoot.
That was a shoot. Were you just like hanging out with them the whole time?
I know. My granny, like I said, she loves her selfie stick. She's always prepared. She had all her cameras. So she was capturing every single moment. And I have a book that she made for me, just all pictures with me at the White House, just taking, different pictures, sitting down at the table, eating, just a whole bunch of stuff. So yeah, I have to find it.
Those pictures don't look like you met a president. Those pictures look like, oh, that's Uncle Barack. That's my uncle right there. Like, we taking family pictures.
This is my 12th birthday party, and here's my Uncle Barack Obama in the background. And we just made it a formal affair. Jasmine, I legitimately had a note when I was prepping for this interview. I said, Granny seems like real cool lady. And she does. Like, look at these experiences that she helped you with. What makes her so cool? Everyone loves their grandma, but, like, you seem like you have a great one.
Yeah, what makes her cool? I mean, she loves to take pictures. She always instills confidence. We always have, heart-to-heart conversation. She's a really hard worker. Like I said, she's the vice president of MLGW. And she just loves her grandkids. I have a younger sister. She's in the 10th grade, so it's just me and my sister. She just loves her grandkids and her family. She's just a very hard worker.
Can you share with us your favorite granny story? Let me take that back. I don't care about your favorite. Share with us the funniest granny story. I love funny grandma stories. They're great.
Several stories. Let me think of something. I don't know. She always like I just mess with her sometimes, and she just fuss at me. You know how like grannies just fuss at you, like, Jasmine, what you talking about? Like, no, like, I have to find videos in my phone, but I can't.
You get them on video?
Oh, this is the new generation.
Yeah. Like on TikTok, like on TikTok when they record like the parents or grandmas.
Yes.
Being funny. Yeah, I got videos like this, so I probably have to look.
I wish I had. So my granny passed away last year. I wish I had videos of her fussing at us, because you're right. That once you get a certain age, and that age is grown, once you get grown and you realize, oh, this person isn't going to cause me any harm, you do things to agitate them, to get them going. And it's the best. You just sit there and laugh. It's great.
There's like the universal grandma shushing at you face. And I think it's all grandmas. Like, it's all encompassing, because I can picture it with my Nana right now. And I wish I could have put my Nana on TikTok. Nana Talk. Nana Jam, CJ.
That would be great. Went to a yard sale one time. I needed lamps. I bought 2 lamps for $20 total. Each lamp was $10. I thought it was a good deal. My older cousin who was with me at the time thought it was a good deal. The look my grandma gave me was like, you are the dumbest person in the world. We get back to the car, and Granny's in a walker. She's using a walker, and she is fussing at me that we don't pay no $20 damn for a damn lamp. Are you outside of your mind? And my cousin, he's not a good person. He's like, yep, I don't know why he spent $20 on those lamps.
Your cousin did not deserve that this morning.
He's egging it on. Love Marlon. He's egging it on, and so he shuts the door and he looks at me. He's like, yo, I thought $20 for 2 lamps was a good deal. It's like, who knew?
That's what grannies are for.
Grannies are the best.
They are. Jasmine, we're so excited for you, and this has been such an awesome moment for you, for Memphis. We will be crossing all of our fingers that you hear your name called tonight with the WNBA draft, but we know whatever happens, like, you are set up for success, and we can't wait to follow it. And when you come to Memphis, we're going to get you in the studio one of these days, and it's going to be great. So we just can't thank you enough for taking the time here this morning.
I know. Thanks for having me. That video that you put out, I have to come on the show and talk. And of course, when I come to Memphis, I'll stop by.
All right, we will see you soon. Have safe travels. Have a great night tonight, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.
Awesome.
Bye. That was national champion Jasmine Carson. If